everybody. So let's do some Claude today for the game of the day. I don't have any idea what to do, so I will ask Claude itself what kind of game we can do, or like a arcade game of the 80s. So suggest me a name of a game like a 2D arcade of the 80s. Yes, let's not say everything else, otherwise maybe it will start to code. Let's see what it goes with. So Neon Blaster, this game evokes vibrant. What is this? I don't remember it. Vibrant from the Association 90. I don't remember Neon Blaster. Maybe I know it, of course, but I don't remember the name. Where it's not the the most famous. Neon Blaster. This is what is a shooter. I think so. What is this one? Instead, it's like it remember Arkanoid? I don't know. Neon Blaster. We have made just something like Arkanoid. Okay. Would you like me to elaborate the concept or suggest more name ideas for you 80s? It's reminiscent of classic games like Galaga, Defender, or Robotron. Okay. Okay, let's make a clone of this game, just as you told it. I don't know if I want to make it in JavaScript or Pygame. Let's decide, or Python. Let's make him decide. Certain Buster. We use Python with Pygame, of course. And so now he's defining the window, the colors, the player position, etc. Now it's making the while loop here and make the movements of the player and the enemies, I think, or whatever he has to hit, etc. Let's copy it. Let's go, and so we will discover what is the game of the day with how Neon Blaster he called it. So we are going to call it Neon Blaster. Put it into this folder and see if Neon Blaster and see, call this one version 1 and call it main.py, this file, see if it works as it is and where it is. Okay, yeah. Okay, I simply things that throw in from the sky. I like it because it's very basic. So it's the very basic foundation of a vertical vertical shooter. Okay, it's very, very nice, but it's a bit so too easy, but it does what it does. So for the moment we will stop here. We could ask him to make them have a different pattern, so not just go straight like this, but also go in with some sort of pattern, or we could do it by ourselves. Okay, for the moment it works perfectly, nothing so incredible, very basic idea. And let's just add just one thing to make it. What can you do? Okay, make the enemies of different sizes and what else? And with different random patterns. Okay. Put a a simulation of a starry sky in the background with a Saturn-like planet that is a simple circle with an ellipse around it in the background also. Okay, let's see if we can make this so that we make it a little bit more interesting visually and also by the point of view of the gameplay. But I like the fact that he started from a very, very basic concept, because so we are more able to drive the artificial intelligence into the direction that we want. I think this is the better way to use artificial intelligence for the things that we want to do, rather than start with a very detailed instructions. Maybe someone can think to the opposite, that you have to give him many instructions at the beginning, very detailed, and maybe they are right, but I want to try it this way. Let's see now. Now it's been a little more complex, the game, and as usual we get at the beginning by gaming it, the definition of the screen, some colors for the enemies, maybe 1, 2 different, yes, because this is called neon blaster, so neon means colors that resemble neon colors. And then we have okay, the different random colors, the bullet width, height, the speed of the bullet, and then we have the star. And this is what I asked him to make, and so he is making some 100 stars in a random position here, as you can see, with this for loop into this. I think you know what this is in Python. Is a way to make very rapidly a for loop. And okay, and then we have the planet radius. This is the planet that I asked him to draw on the background. And then we have the function to create the enemy, to move the enemies. We will see it maybe later. And it should have different patterns. As you can see here, pattern, straight, sine, and zigzag. Cool. So we should expect 3 different patterns for our enemies. And this is the loop that makes the interaction go every frame, checked every frame. So the quit button, the space button to play the bullet. Then we have the keys to go left and right, and then we have the part of the code that makes the bullets move up or down, and then you check if the enemies, the position of the enemies, and if the enemies collides with the bullets, so they are killed. And then this refresh the page. This creates the stars. For stars in stars, pygame.draw circles. Okay, each star is a little circle, I think. And then draw Saturn-like planet, as written in the comment very well. It's very clear what Claude does. Draw the player here. This is the rectangle for the player. These are the enemies. He's gonna, for every enemy, he draw a rectangle. Each enemy, as you can see here, has a color, and I think the rectangle here is the position, and maybe they are different in size, as we asked, maybe. And these are the bullets that are drawn as well, and that are in this list of bullets. So everyone has this list, the list of enemies, the list of bullets that are updated at every frame. This is the updated things, and the clock, the frame rate goes to 60. Okay, now that we have checked our code, how they work, let's see if it works. Here it is. Okay, so they are moving. I don't Okay, I see some. Okay, this someone goes straight. Someone are smaller. Okay, the small one goes straight. The mid goes to sign, like a sign, because they go. No, they can be, every side can go, I think, to in every kind. Okay, it's also a different kind of sign, etc. So it's interesting, a little bit more interesting than the other one. We have the starry sky. Some of them moves. Let's see if I click on the. Okay, this should be Saturn. That it's more like the sun because I don't see the ellipse around it, but they don't shoot, right? Perhaps we forget to tell him to make the. That's why it's a little boring, because they cannot do anything. Let's see if we collide, what happens. Nothing happens. Perfect. So the last touch that we want to give today in the game of the day, let the enemies fire bullets randomly, and if the enemies touches the player lose 1 life. Give the player 3 lives. If he loses 3 lives, the game is over. Place a button then to restart from the beginning. If the player kills make the score for each enemy killed visible. And okay, at the start put a menu with start or quit. Okay, I think for the moment we can let it this way. This will be, I promise, the last update of the code. Maybe tomorrow we will give it some sounds. To make sounds, we gonna ask him to put the sounds, but we will have to put the file in the directory manually of the sounds, and maybe we could also add some graphic substituting the surfaces with images. Okay, now he's saying that he's made these changes. Let me just see, reset game, draw text. Okay, there is also here a function to draw the text. As I told him, I wanted some buttons, and so maybe it should be a little more complex. And so this is version 3. The last one, maybe, of today. Let's save it as always in its own. Okay, we got so a nice starting splash page here with the menu to start or to quit. So let's start. Well, now they are firing, and game has more sense. Otherwise, it will be just a shooting games to fly an object. So we got to take care. Okay, we got 2. They hit me once. You see here we have the lives. There are 2. You have the score 120, and you see now I got just one life. and now I've been hit 3 times. As you see, when they hit me, there is no feedback, apart the fact that, the number of lives go down. So we need to modify this, and we also maybe want to save the scores to fix the highest score. I made 130 points. Let's see if we can do more than this. You see that the ships, the enemy ships, I want to see if I die if they touch me. Yes, even if there is no feedback. Okay, so we have made yet other games like this, with a sort of shooter, but they were not so like this, and it was just like more Galaga Space Invaders, in the sense that they do not came from the but let me see if okay now what we've done is another nice touch could be make the starry background to move slowly down so that it seems that the ship is moving in the space. Leave the planet where it is. Draw around the planet an ellipse like it is Saturn. And what else we want to do? Make a particle effect when the player ship is hit, and make a second of pause and replace the ship in the center of the screen after it has been hit. Okay, to make it more visible, the fact that it has been hit. Okay, now we have made a chat that is quite long at this point, and for experience, and also as Claude will suggest you, when the chat starts to become too long, it will start not working so well. So you should stop at some moment and maybe take this code and take it into another new chat starting from the beginning. Of course, there will be some trouble beginning from the start because maybe it could not follow exactly where you were. It would be fantastic if you could make very long chats so that you can refine your code more and more, but maybe in the future version I think this could be done. For the moment there is this fact that this limitation that you have to take in account, that you cannot go so far with your versions. Maybe in my experience I've done something like 6 new versions of the game without problems. 6, 7. Okay, let's see if now there is a scrolling effect. You see here the circle around Saturn here. It has been made. It's good. And let's see now if there is a scrolling thing, and if we can see the effect of being hit by the visually. Okay, everything seems to work like before. You see that the scrolling is taking place, so the star now, why, look at, okay, he has made this, he hasn't made what I told him to make a particle effect when I've been hit, but has made this this visual effect of lightning. I don't know how to say it, but it's really, it's good. So you can see that you've been hit. I've been hit 2 times this time. Look at the different shapes in them. Okay, and it will be interesting to make also some other changes in the code. But okay, you can see that you can easily do a simple 2D games with Claude, and you can make him do what is your idea, so that it doesn't do something just randomly for taking it from what is his knowledge about code and gaming in particular. So I think it's very fun. It can be helpful to learn coding, because you can see what the computer, how the computer has made, how Claude has made the code together. It's also very fun. You can do effectively fun games that you can actually play, make them, share them with other people, and also refine them, making them nicer, and can do an actual game out of this code. For example, if you now we have just for simplicity we have used just shapes like squares that can be really also good, but of course with images it will feel very, very different more if we did give images to these squares. You will find that this is almost a quote professional game, right? If we just substitute that, and we could do it with just simple 2D images for the player and for the different shape of the enemies. And maybe we will do this in another tutorial. For the moment, that's all. You have seen this process of prompting to achieve the goal of making simple 2D games. But of course, this can be extended to any kind of app that you want to make. And in other tutorials, we could also see how to create an exe file to distribute your game, or how to make it also visible in a browser with very simple tools that can make you able to create an APK to put it into the make it playable in a browser. So thank you. Let's see. Okay, let's go to the splash screen. I made 180 points. See you next time. Thank you everybody for your attention.